Good afternoon, everyone, again. So I think let's start my presentation today. I'm very welcome. Everyone can fill the questionnaire after this presentation, and because we prepare some lucky draws or free evaluation boards for who complete the questionnaire feedback. Okay. Okay, let's start my presentation. Today's topic is NuMicro M2354 Series. This is an IoT MCU with chip level physical security and complying with international mainstream IoT security standards. I'm Robert Lin in Nuvoton Microcontroller Business Group. Let's take a quick look at the agenda today. I will introduce Nuvoton business shortly, and then for Nuvoton microcontroller ecosystem, then a brief introduction to international mainstream IoT security standards, and followed NuMicro M2354 IoT Security Series, and M2354 application fields with a successful story, of course. And then our multi-OS, multi-cloud support for IoT node devices. And the end, the conclusion. Here's a simple explanation for Nuvoton. We established on July 1st, 2008, spin-off from Winbom Electronics. And we already listed in Taiwan exchange market to have a public transaction with stock market. And last year, there is a merge acquire with Panasonic Semiconductor Group. So we extend our global presence like geographically, like this slide. So here, headquarters is located in Taiwan, Hsinchu Science Park. And we have NTCA located in California, San Jose. As I said previously, we acquired Panasonic Semiconductor company. So they are now Nuvoton Technology Corporation Japan, NTCA in briefly. And also there are two subsidiary companies, METC, AMTC. We also present in Israel and Korea, Singapore, India, as well as our main business home base in China. We have offices in Shanghai, Shenzhen, also in Hong Kong. Okay. So let's start a brief introduction to international mainstream IoT security standards. When we talk about MCU security, we need to clearly understand what are MCU security targets. Basically, MCU security needs MCU with security features to defeat against the software attacks and non-invasive hardware attacks. This is a simple classifications for MCU security. So you will see we categorize the MCU attacks mostly related to information security into software attacks, non-invasive hardware attacks, and invasive hardware attacks. For software attacks, hackers will use program coding vulnerabilities like stack overflow, like input parameters. For non-invasive hardware attacks, main areas are side channel attacks for cryptographic accelerators, and the fault injection attack for MCU system. For invasive hardware attacks, this is a more deep level attacks. It used to be conducted in laboratory with very high-end or very specific hardware. So the approaches are including micro probing or focus ion beam (FIB). So I here simply categorize the security necessaries for software attacks or non-invasive hardware attacks. These areas are IoT, medical, and other MCU applications, meaning for general MCU applications. And for invasive hardware attacks, as you may know, they are more targeting payment applications or recently online banking. So today, I listed the most security standards relevant to, especially relevant to MCU, or we say relevant to IoT security. So in the existing security certification schemes, it's well known for common criteria. Today, there are 7 levels, EAL1 to EAL7. These diversified evaluation levels depends on assurance packages. So for common criteria, based on the security level, it will take months or even 1 year in the test lab, depending on the security levels. The higher levels supposedly needs more time to get the full certification. And PSA is initiated by Arm company. I here explain it's more focusing IoT security. Today, there are 3 levels, PSA level 1, level 2, level 3. And for level 2 and level 3, it needs time for analysis and test. For level 2, according to our experience, it takes around 25 days, and level 3 is supposedly have more time more than 25 days. Especially for PSA standard development, in level 3, it will cover different certification profile, especially in certification scheme. So below, there are two items for certification scheme. One is CSIP, and the other is CSPN. And the native CSIP have 5 levels, from CSIP level 1 to CSIP level 5. It's we made some comparison for CSIP with PSA, and we found CSIP level 3 is very similar to PSA level 3. So PSA level 3, this IoT focusing security standard will adopt the CSIP level 3 certification scheme for its level 3. And CSPN also provided by PSA. So simply to say, in PSA level 3, people can have two options. One is PSA level 3 CSIP certification scheme. The other is PSA level 3 CSPN certification scheme. This slide is a simple summary for CC, PSA, and PSA compared to with CSIP, CSA, with CSPN certification scheme. So roughly, we categorize PSA security level compared to CC 1, 2, 3, because we made some study based on PSA document and the CC common criteria document. And for CSIP, as I explained, there are five labels. For in the past, our M2351 get PSA level 1, level 2 certification. So it's very similar to CSIP level 2. And today, our latest IoT Security Series, M2354, we are confident to get PSA level 3, which is including CSIP level 3 certification scheme. So this is a simply explanation for our product for their security labels. And the more higher labels will be adopted in traditional security products. I mean security based on secure chips. So for example, smart card minimum requirement is EAL4, and for higher level Java card, one of smart card type, and e-passport TPM for notebook, for PC, at least the hardware need EAL4 plus. And we also saw several secure element vendors, their hardware can meet EAL5 plus. Okay, with the IoT standards brief introduction, let's take a look for Nuvoton microcontroller ecosystem. Today, for microcontroller platform, we have 8051, we have a Cortex M0, we have Cortex M23, Cortex M4, ARM9, 5 CPU cores, and with almost 1,000 item, meaning part numbers to service the market. So the operating range covering 1.8, 3.3, and the 5 volt. The 5 volt is mainly for smart home applications. And the connectivity, we can provide a very complete peripheral connectivity interfaces, including USB, CAN, Ethernet, segment LCD, and touch key. We also keep improving our power performance. So we try to lower our power consumption, no matter in operation or in standby. After we introduced Cortex M23, we can offer trust zone security for MCU, and now we are also providing automotive grade MCUs. This slide is a more detailed view for NuMicro Ecosystem, and from the hardware, sorry. From the hardware, NuMicro microcontroller platform based on AT51, M0, M23, M4, and ARM9, we had development platform like ARM IDE, and for debugger for programmer, there are several series covering NuLink, NuLink Pro, and NuLink again. We also provide many development boards. These NuMaker series or NuTiny series based on different MCU CPU core and different MCU series. We also provide a very complete BSP software. And for reference design platform, you can see today we keep developing many reference design platform, especially for the emerging applications like DALI 2, BMX, battery management system, human interface, HMI, IoT, industry IoT gateway, thermostat, and we will keep moving and add more reference design platform for public market, mass market. And for IoT platform, you can see a lot of engagement with the IoT ecosystem. Finally, on top of these platform, we recently develop more online resources for the market. This is a Nuvoton. Basically, in our official website, nuvoton.com, you can get the product information documents, installation guides, and we'll keep more resources adding into this online channel. For example, the sample and buy online support, more connection with social media, and as well as the video platforms. Okay, let's jump into the NuMicro M2354 IoT Security Series in detail. Today, the entire NuMicro M2354 series is getting more complete. So firstly, when we developed 4 years ago for M2351 and the M26X, the series is for general purpose for smart things. And as I explained, the series get level 1, PSA level 1, level 2, and the Functional API Certified. And we also have a M2351 SF series, SF meaning secure flash. This is a series with secure flash inside the chip. So it's a multiple chip package with Winbound. And we developed, based on the experience, we developed the M2354 series targeting smart meter and smart things. The M2354 series is preparing for PSA level 3 certification. This level 3 ready, meaning we have a confidence to get the certification. We made a external consultation with a consultant company for assessment in advance. We will try. We plan to get the official certification this year, and you can see it has more flash memory, 1 megabyte, 256 kilobyte SRAM SPI, quite more, and mainly we enhanced our crypto robustness to have a ability to mitigate crypto side channel attack and voltage and clock attack. Just one thing to remind, all the online material and the e-store procurement will be open in early April for M254. But we already support some customers at this moment because they are our pioneer customers. And here is a overall detailed MCU security feature of M2354 Series. So we have a device customer identification. Also, we equipped integrity check and a secure firmware upgrade with our secure boot. This secure boot is a assurance of root of trust of MCU, and it's free offering. Also, we have a lot of security features. They are developed from M2351 generation. So I here only emphasize the new features for M2354. So you can see the countermeasure to side channel attacks for encryption and the decryption operations. And for key store, this is a chip level active shield protected key store inside of M2354. I here introduce some important features or the security functions based on our offering. First one is a secure boot. Our secure boot loader is stored in a mask ROM, which is immutable. And this free offering secure boot loader can verify the firmware inside the flash every time when the system boots. And this secure boot combines to our trust zone architecture. So we offer a lot of software reference designs based on the trust zone architecture. So they are Nuvoton boot level 1 and the Nuvoton boot level 2 with OTA. These boot level 1, level 2 can make sure that every layer booted with trust or trusted booting with the next layer. So in boot layer 1, it's a secure bootloader. In boot level 2 with OTA, this layer is stored in flash, not the mask ROM. So customer can customize their boot sequence or boot codes based on the BL2 reference code. It even can skip boot level 1 if customer don't want to use the free secure boot loader based on level 1. And after level 2, the system booting will enter NuMicro boot level 3. Here is a trust zone architecture explanation. new BL32 is in secure world, and new BL33 is a non-secure, or we say normal world. Since power management is more sensitive to system security, so we put the power management in secure world, and the customer can use this reference design to develop their applications based on new BL33. So with this offering, customer can easily to develop the M2354 series like the traditional MCU. Okay, and here is the certification record and our software with hardware certified by PSA Level 2. Yeah. And this is a dual bank flash architecture features. Our free library can support OTA firmware upgrade with safe assurance. So the dual bank flash in M2354 can be separated in 112 and 112 dual bank. So it can support read while write features and flash memory bank remap after the new image download completely, then for operation immediately. Yeah. So here is a simple explanation chart. So you can see the bank 1, bank 2 architecture can do application operation and new firmware download in parallel. Then it can support memory address remapping for the new application firmware operation. Here is a very promising innovative features with M2354. It's platform security. This platform security functions assure the Arm PSA Level 3 certified. So our features including SCU, DPM, PLM, FVC, and key store. So the brief description is in the table. I don't explain in detail due to the time limitation, but after the presentation, this file will be shared with you. You can check in detail. And I again emphasize on the key store. This is a chip level tamper resistant for keys. So we do a special protection for the key store area. It can mitigate the chip level tamper like micro probing, FIB, focus ion beam. I explained in the beginning. This slide explains our M2354 hardware crypto accelerators. Mainly the hardware crypto accelerators can accelerate data encryption and decryption. It supports AEX up to 256 with GCM mode and CCM mode, which are popular in IoT communications. And we also support SHA up to SHA 512. It can make sure your data integrity. And we also support ECC, RSA for ECDSA signature, RSA signature, key exchange mechanism with ECDH. And finally, we have a true random number generator, which is FIPS 140-2 label compliant. Here is a simple crypto performance listing. When we separated the performance in different operating frequencies, there are 12 megahertz and 64 megahertz and 96 megahertz. Since M2351 only can operate up to 64 megahertz, so this is for M2351, while M2354 can run up to 96 megahertz. So this column is for M2354s, yeah. And also for ISA only supported by M2354. For China standard, Chinese cryptographic standards SM2, SM3, SM4, we supported them by M2354 only. Yeah. This slide is a power performance. I listed the power mode. Actually, we have several power modes, and the wake up times compared to the power mode. So in M2354, the normal run mode up to 69 megahertz with DC-DC power supply is around 40 microamp per megahertz. With LDO, it's 90 microamp per megahertz. We like M2351, we support both power supply mechanisms, including DC-DC, LDO. So for normal run mode and idle mode, we have two types. We listed the power consumptions in two power supplies, respectively. And for the standby mode, I don't explain in more detail. So I just pick up the lowest power consumption DPD. It's deep power down mode. The power consumption is less one microamp. It's around 500 nanoamp. And the wake up time is 10 around the milliseconds. Okay, after the basic functionality introduction, let's see what's the application for the NuMicro M2351 Series. Based on the M2351 series or M2351 SF, we do accumulate several experience in IoT devices or in embedded applications which need these security features and as well as the low power consumption features. So we can see in smart city, smart home, and arcade machine, personal security, smart metering, and more and more applications will need the security in the future. We have successful stories in various modules, mainly for smart cities, covering Wi-Fi, Thread, Zigbee, Wi-Fi module. And in smart home, we got some experience with smart door lock, or we say IoT door lock. And arcade machines, this is mainly for gaming machines for their IP protection or some software protection. And for personal securities, like a FIDO dongle or fingerprint related module, we do have a customer use our product to develop the dongle device. And smart metering, as I say, the focusing area of M2354, it's for auto meter reading and some secure operating systems, TEE, trusted execution environment, RTOS, also are ported on our platform. So here is a simple architecture explanation. So this is a simple explanation to trust zone usage for a smart meter reference design. So we can see you can put the key or certificate in the key storage secure in a secure world, or you can or including a trusted environment execution operating system. And for non-secure world, you can develop the user interface like a segment LCD display control, and you can combine the sensors through SPI I2C interface. You can design the keypad LED display indication light through GPIO, and for communication modules can be connected by our connectivity interfaces, for example, SPI. Here is AMI 2.0 smart meter reference design explanation. In the past, a smart meter design will have many components inside the system board. They are analog front end or USIM, MCU, secure element, even LCD driver chips. With our M2354, we can have more integration or functions inside one chip in M2354. For example, you can integrate the segment LCD control. You can port trusted environment software or operating system. Even can integrate the iSIM with the SIM function for mobile phone or 4G, even 5G. And the M2354 is the LCD driver included. This is, we now have two chips. The series has two chips, can support segment LCD. One is M2354KJFAE in LQFP 128, can support up to ACOM46, and M254 SJFA with LQFP 64 pin, can support ACOM with 13 segment. So here is a complete COMSEC combinations for segment LCD. And we support LCD operating voltage from 2.6 volt to 3.6 volt, and the multiple voltage source by VLCD pin. We only need one external VLCD capacitor. We also offer a rich API for LCD controlling. And here is also another interesting example for M2351 and M2354. It's online music wireless speaker. This is a function to secure legal access for online media streaming music. So you can see the basic architecture, the music from the media cloud, and through one handset can control multiple speakers. So the speaker inside have many two chips. One is for high quality audio playback, DTS Play5 company they offer, and one is offered by our M23 Nuvoton Technology to do the authentication for media cloud services. So here is an example for multiple speakers inside a house. And furthermore, we support of various wireless connectivity standards. This idea is to try to support versatile wireless communication standards in IoT era, because the 1 megabyte flash for integrating customer application and the communication stack is more enough in M2354. So here you can see several wireless connectivity standards, and customer can flexibly to leverage our trust zone architecture to replace the different communication sticks or drivers, and to develop a module or a function for different wireless connectivity standards. Up to now, we have accumulated several experience based on IPv4 or IPv6 support protocol. So our M2354 support wide sound SoC or wide sound transceiver front end. This is for device management support for AMI or AMR smart metering. Our M2351 can support 802.14.4 for straight or ZigBee transceiver. Our M261 and M235X, mainly M2354, can also support wireless transceivers. So we do have successful stories with RF transceiver front-end companies, and we can also offer the reference design. Also, we can support the secure key provisioning by our in-house facilities. So if a customer has a similar requirement, we can offer our experience. Here is M261, M262, and M263 applications. This series is basically same like M2351, but without the trust zone enabled. And the series are mainly for battery-powered devices. For example, the low power consumptions. So like smart door lock, IoT node devices, and for this application category, maybe the devices do not need a trust zone security or very complete real-time operating systems. So people can select this series for more flash memory, because it doesn't need to be split into secure and non-secure world. So here is an example with our customer for smart door lock. So the door lock can utilize our rich peripherals with various sensors and then communication modules. So the fast wake up from standby or power down can also improve the user experience for the smart door lock device. And let's go into the multiple node and the multiple cloud support. Actually, Nuvoton have a very complete IoT solution based on different CPU cores. For more information, please go on our Nuvoton official website. Here, I only explain or introduce the multiple real-time operating system support based on Cortex M23. Today, we have NuMicro boards with extension boards, including M2351, including IoT M2354. A means A-version IoT board, and NK embed M2354, and then NuMicro IoT M2354 with a trust wide sound extension. So for IP connectivity ready and for supporting operating system, also for support cloud, I listed here. So mainly for Arm PSA Device Manager, for Amazon AWS IoT, Microsoft Azure. So you can see the supporting list in this slide. Okay, let's have a short conclusion today. Here, I listed many benefits to the market with our M235X, especially for M2354. First one, we support the elastics for IoT and embedded security with MCU and wireless communication reference design, as I explained it. And it's a very complete cryptographic hardware accelerators for IoT applications. Also, the root of trust and end-to-end security assurance is supported by our hardware and the software. We offer ultra-low power consumption performance. And finally, our series is IoT application oriented. We keep investing on machine learning IP theft mitigation approaches to support our customer or the cybersecurity problems for IoT environment. Thanks for your watching. And before our M2354 official launch on our website, today we offer 50% off for our NuMicro board of M2351. So if you enter this code, you can enjoy 50% off today. Then, if you filling out the online survey we send to you, you can win the development board. This is total free. And I here add the gift. Maybe Yating, we can change the lucky draw to M2354. I will discuss with my colleague for the M2354 lucky balls. If you filling out the online survey we send to you. Okay, and last one is an introduction or reinforcement image to you for our digital platform. Please take a reference, and you can get more information through these platforms. Okay, let's enter the Q&A section. Any question from you? Oh, one question from Kyle Rubo. What is a technology node? The technology is 55. Any other question? Maybe it's a Lunar New Year vacation afterwards. So I don't know if there are still many people in vacation in Korea. So I do feel today we have less participants today. But anyway, I still welcome you join and feel free to redistribute the presentation later when we deliver the presentation file in PDF format to you or to anyone you think they will need this information. Any other questions? Okay, if no any further questions, let's conclude the webinar today. And again, thanks for your joining, and please help to filling out the questionnaire we sent to you, and you will have the chance to get the free boards. And also, if you have any product relevant questions, you can send the email or you can try to contact us through our sales channel or our digital platforms. Okay, let's stop our webinar, and thank you for your join, and wish you a good day. Goodbye.